What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Naraya Nicole, back to you with another video today. I did go ahead and recreate a look that was done by Painted by Spencer on this very beautiful model. You'll see in the video that I explained, I specifically chose this video because he explains how he works with round faces, and I was just very interested in the information and just seeing like how that can implement my routine because I have a fat round face as well. So she turned out beautiful. I have a lot of mixed emotions about this look, so just keep watching to figure out everything. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. Everybody, hey, what's good? Welcome to another video of trying to grow Naraya's YouTube channel. Today's video, you can tell by the title, you can tell by the intro, I will be recreating a look by Painted by Spencer. If you don't know who he is, I will throw a picture of him up in the screen somewhere. He is a very, very good makeup artist out of Los Angeles. I loved his work. I've been following him for quite some time, and honestly, I just, I'm not saying he is the best, but I think he's honestly one of the best pro makeup artists that's out there. His looks are incredible, and yeah, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to recreate one of his looks and see what we can do. Honestly, man, I have been like lazy as fuck all day. I haven't like put on any clothes, I haven't done my hair, I haven't done nothing. I've just been bumming it out all day, and it's about 8 o'clock. And I told myself, I was like, man, like I can lay down and go to sleep, but then I'm gonna feel guilty about not recording this video, so let's just get it out of the way. Now, as always, I do go ahead and start with my brows, but he doesn't, and that's honestly probably going to be the biggest struggle for me today. So let's just get into it. If you're ready, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you have any like other video requests or anything else you want me to do, please leave them down in the comments, and let's get started.
A fabulous Wednesday. I know here in the house of Spencer, the buttons are popping, the music is flowing, and I'm cooking up something real good for you. I've been reading a lot of the comments you guys have been leaving me lately, and one of the top requests that I've been getting is to show you how I contour for round face shapes. Now, last week with the video I posted on my YouTube channel, a fellow YouTuber by the name of Jalisa recreated the look, posted it on her channel, I checked it out, and I fell in love. So naturally, I reached out to her, surprised her with a DM, and asked if she wanted to be my model today. So that's what led us to coming up with this look right here. If you want to learn how I created this step by step, then keep on watching. To start, I'm using the Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream from Fresh to prep the skin, and I'm applying it to the face with a damp beauty blender.
Okay, so he's going in with a damp beauty blender using a moisturizer or a primer. I don't have that product, so we're going to go with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer.
Yeah, and even the shoulders for a little glow. For foundation, I'm using the Luminous Foundation from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade 450C. I'll include this along with all the other products I'm using today down in the description box. But I've been using this foundation for a little while.
He's using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I don't have that either, but I do have my NYX Born to Glow Foundation. That's probably the most luminous foundation that I have. So we're going to go ahead and use that.
It up to get a full coverage look. I also really love that they created an extensive shade range for this foundation. They were nice to send me every shade.
I gotta add a little bit more foundation because I just don't see how he gets all that product on the face by just like tapping on the face. Like, I need to be like,
props to them for the inclusive.
Alright, so it's on my face, but I look luminous. I feel like I look terrible, but it's a process, so we're gonna get there. Yeah, it's just so weird not having my brows on. Alright, so next step, he's going to contour. Once again, he's using the Huda Beauty Tantour. I don't have that either. I don't have shit, y'all. Like, I don't have anything, and it's terrible.
Blending brush or blush brush, And for the under the jawline, you see me kind of pinching this brush, and I'm doing this because I want the contour here to be a bit sharper
under the jawline,
not as diffused as the rest of the face. I do this a lot with brushes. I can get away with doing a whole face, including the eyes, using maybe only 5 or 6 brushes. I don't switch out brushes for every little step.
Now, FYI, I mean, if you care to know, her forehead is a lot bigger than mine. Personally, I do not contour my forehead so vigorously. I probably just put a dot or so right there. So I'm just going to,
or I'll flare them out.
yeah, we're just gonna do
I think it
that.
has something to do with
And I'm just gonna add a
when I
dot.
first started playing
You know what I'm saying?
because I didn't have all the money in the world to spend on brushes at that
Like
time.
it's already
All these things.
stuck on my
It's made me
face.
super resourceful, and it's just stuck with me ever since.
I feel like I look burnt.
So as you see, I'm taking the back
Don't
of
you
my
think
beauty
I look
blender and I'm
burnt?
beginning to buff everything out. I'm using a really soft hand doing this because I'm slowly kind of forming the shape that I want that cream contour to take. When contouring with a round face shape, most of the contour you're going to want to focus is on the outer perimeter of the cheeks and under the jawline and chin, because that's where we want to give the illusion there are shadows. And for the nose, I'm rolling that product inwards because I don't want the contour to be buffed in towards the under
Yeah, I
eyes.
see that.
We want to keep that area bright. And speaking of bright, I'm using the Kevin Aquan Central Skin Enhancer in shade
He's using a
SX08
brush to
the
apply
under
this
eyes.
product. So
I'm applying
let's
this
keep
starting
that in
from the
mind.
inner
Let's
corner of the
let's
eye
do
and
one
working
eye
my way
first.
up and
We're
out.
going to,
You can see here that I'm using my little trick by
down.
following the bottom lash line upwards
And we're
towards the
going to
hairline.
do this,
Now, if
and
you're
he brings
somebody
it
who
up
struggles
very
with
high.
where to place your concealer to give that lifted cheekbone look, all you have to do is follow that imaginary line from your lash line and bring it straight
now
up
I'm going to
and
grab a
out.
brush.
This is the same line that I'll be using later on as a blueprint for the application when I'm placing my baking powder, eyeshadows, and eyeliner. I'm also using a little bit of this concealer to brighten the center of the forehead, the nose, the cupid's bow, and chin. Then with the pointy end of the beauty blender, I'm beginning to softly blend and diffuse everything out. Now our model is already gorgeous without the makeup and has beautiful
And we're
skin,
not trying to
but I
fuck
still
up the-
tend to use full coverage for on-camera makeup looks. As I've said in the past, makeup reads differently on camera than it does in person, but mark my words, if you are in the market for a new concealer that is full coverage, it doesn't get better than this concealer, I promise you. I've used it before on my channel and I noticed a few comments regarding how pricey it is, so I rang up some numbers and did the comparison. It's $48 at Sephora.
Okay, this is everything blended out. I won't lie, like I really like how these other eyes look. And this whole section here. I see it. Okay. But I do like how this is being blended out. Alright, so he's using the Anastasia powder. I'm going to use the new Juvia's Face powder because honestly I really like it. And this may just become my new powder. Like right
Face.
here.
With my powder puff, I'm pressing this product into the under eye area. I usually begin with this under eye area when setting the face because it's that area that's most likely to crease the quickest. If you do experience your concealer creasing, be sure to blend that out before you set it with powder. For the most part, I'm setting the areas that we had used the concealer in with the powder puff, and then for the rest of the face, I'm using a large fluffy face brush. And I'm going to be pretty generous with this powder. If you don't set your liquids and creams before applying the bronzer, your bronzer will end up skipping and then looking patchy. For bronzer, I'm using the contour.
I'm going to use what I always fucking use, my Black Radiance bronzing powder.
Do this because I'm not looking to add on a lot of this product. Sometimes after setting the face, we can lose a bit of that richness from the cream contour. So I'm just using this palette to add back a bit of that contrast. Now here is where it gets fun. We're gonna start the baking process. With that same Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder I used earlier, we're gonna begin baking the jawline. I'm pinching my powder puff, as you can see, to get a sharper edge, and I'm running this powder parallel to the cheekbone contour, just barely underneath it. And I'm being sure not to drag this powder onto the jawline contour, otherwise that just defeats the whole purpose. I'm then applying it to the center of the chin and the center of the forehead, the same exact areas we had applied the concealer. For the under eyes, notice how I'm following that same imaginary lash line that we had used earlier. I'm telling you, once you've created that blueprint with the concealer, it makes all the steps after that foolproof. And I'm bringing that powder right up to the contour of the nose. For the actual powder I used on the center of the nose, I have no idea what it was. I accidentally dipped into it instead of the Anastasia powder, but I figured I'd just roll with it. It's not going to make or break the look. To set the eyelids, I'm taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush with our setting powder and brushing that onto the lids. And then dipping into the bronzer from the NYX. I used a random brown eyeshadow that I had in a Z palette, but you can use any brown that you like. I only ended up using 2 eyeshadows for this complete eye look that we created, which was a brown and a black. I really had no idea, guys, what kind of look I wanted to do on our model. So the footage you're watching right now,
I've seen the eye look that he did on her, and I mean, granted, it was a beautiful look, but it's just not something that I would go to.
I really had no idea, guys, what kind of look I wanted to do on our model. So and now I'm taking some of our setting powder
on the lid is throwing me off.
Directly
I
into
would
that
need
black
to go in with a concealer.
and with this ink blot black gel liner, I'm going to add our wing liner with the angled liner brush, starting from the inner corner and working my way outwards. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I feel like holding my breath watching this. I have the shakiest hands, and watching myself do liner is complete torture because I know in this moment I was having full-blown hot flash.
Alright, so I added the line. I mean, the fact that this powder is still sitting on my face gives me anxiety. Okay, 5 more minutes.
I'm also placing just the smallest amount of the gel just right there in the crease. You can definitely add more if you want a really deep black crease, but it just wasn't a part of my plot line today. Here, I wanted to step it up one more notch, so I'm adding the Urban Decay glitter eyeliner in shade Midnight Cowboy just to the inner half of the crease. I didn't want to go overboard with this, so I kept it pretty simple yet effective.
Yay!
With the brow definer in shade Medium Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to begin filling in the brows as I wait for the lash glue to dry. I completed the other eye and lashes off camera, but the lashes I used are actually from Jaleesa's own lash brand called Shady Lash. So I'll be sure to tag their Instagram down below so you can check out and shop all of the styles she has. And once I've shaped the brows the way I want them, I'm taking a clean detail brush to blend forward the
and this is the final look. I'm so sorry my camera did die as I was like getting ready to do my brows. I don't know, I'm kind of like, I have so many mixed emotions about this look. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. One thing I will say for sure is I absolutely love how my skin looks. I think, you know, this could be a technique that I will implement in the future. But as far as the eye look, my eyebrows, I felt like I was like drawing over cardboard, just the amount of powder I had on my face. I didn't do nothing other than just add some blush and add some highlights and then did my lips. On the model, you do see that she has lashes on the bottom, which I personally don't. So other than that, I think this look turned out pretty well. We all know Painted by Spencer is a genius, so I just want to thank him so much for creating the video in the first place, for just being talented and for just giving us a platform to recreate his looks and, you know, do fun things like this. I tried my best, you guys. So let me know if this is something that you have done or something you want to do. I would love to see how you recreated his look. I'm clearly not as good as Painted by Spencer, but that's all good. We all, you know, are on our own makeup journey. So other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that big old like button. And as always, I love ya. And until next time, see you later, bitch. See you later.